in anything.
J Mad says, y'all seeing the mess in Vegas? Devontae Adams behaving like a diva. Jimmy can't throw him the ball. 49ers players have never behaved like this. Jimmy is now benched. Okay, we can get to it now since this led us right into it. If you don't know, Jimmy Garoppolo has been benched in Las Vegas. Josh McDaniels has been fired. The GM has been fired. The offensive coordinator has been fired 8 games into the tenure. And I will say this. Kyle Shanahan got to a Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. He got to a Super Bowl. They were 6 minutes away from a championship with Jimmy Garoppolo. And 8 games into his Vegas career, Garoppolo is benched. He's already missed multiple games, and everybody just got canned there. Kyle Shanahan is a wizard.
Okay. I guess that's your takeaway from all of that. I do think that when Jimmy had his best season, 2019, I don't think he was that great in other years. But 2019, he went to the Super Bowl. He had some good games. I think it's important to remember that Kyle Shanahan was the coach of that team. They also had Mike McDaniel on that staff, who is the most creative offensive coach in the league. They also had Robert Saleh on that staff, who might be the coach of the year this year. It's early. And they had DeMeco Ryans on that team, who's one hell of a coach too. So yeah, Kyle's a wizard. So was Mike McDaniel. So are those other 2 guys. That 2019 team was incredible. 4 head coaches on one team. Jimmy benefited from that, and a lot. He benefited from that defense, from that culture, from that creativity, and from Kyle's play calling. So Kyle does get credit for that for sure. And Josh McDaniels, wow, dude,
disaster.
Wow. Like, what have you done? I mean, what's so funny about him is he stuck around with the Patriots forever, like he was waiting for Belichick's job. He almost went to the Colts and then pulled out at the end, which was super unprofessional. Waited so long for an opportunity and took the Raiders. Had it 2 years, not even 2 years. You had Derek Carr, didn't work, and you replaced him with Jimmy Garoppolo. Everyone was like, hey, that's a downgrade. What are you doing? And he's like, nah. Jimmy, like, we told you. And this is so predictable, and you get what you deserve. Josh McDaniels. Wow.
Yeah, quick story about that. So for anyone that doesn't know, I used to produce at NBC Sports and at ESPN for years. And when McDaniel's name would come up in the hiring cycle, I won't say who he talked to, but I heard half the conversation. He would call different insiders and say, like, what do you think I should do? Should I take this head coaching job? Like, what do you think? And I was like, dude, that's really weird. Like, what
Here's how I knew Josh McDaniels was going to fail. None of his former players have anything nice to say about him. Not one. So look, I'm not the biggest Kyle Shanahan guy, although I like covering him and I would definitely have a beer with him and he seems cool, but he has flaws. That being said, a lot of players will go to bat for him. A lot of players will go to bat for him.
Without question. In fact, some of his former players in Denver was like, the only time we ever won is because we were cheating. Remember, they got caught taping stuff too.